אזרחי ישראל.
Citizens of Israel, we are at war.
This morning, all eyes are on Israel and Palestine as conflict erupts on the 50th anniversary of the 1973 war. The world's response after an overnight declaration of war.
All right, temperatures for us today on the cooler side. We're warming up a little tomorrow. I'll go over the day this week that'll be close to 80.
Be ready to do the Tamia slide, because we're going to do the largest Tamia slide ever this Saturday, downtown St. Louis with Sister Strut.
That's my jam there. October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. We'll take you live to the 14th Sister Strut Parade and Walk.
This is Today in St. Louis, focused on you.
All right, good morning, St. Louis. We're starting things off with a live look at the Sister Strut Parade this Saturday. They are now wrapping up the pep rally and starting the walk around downtown St. Louis. And quite the morning for them. It's Saturday, October 7th. I'm Travis Cummings here with Weather First meteorologist Tracy Henson. Good morning to you.
You know, we knew Sister Strut was today. We did not get the memo.
We did not.
We did not. You're in red and blue.
I
nice
forgot
looking.
my breast cancer awareness pin.
I know.
But
I'm
listen,
wearing bright orange.
Depending on if you're fully awake, this might show up as pink for you.
That could be. That could be. Maybe, you know.
All right. And Mercedes McKay has the morning off. She
We miss
would
her,
love to be here, but she's just taking so much.
No, but
time
she's
off.
sleeping in. Well,
That's right. Maybe.
I hope. All right, let's get to our weather forecast for you for the day today. It is nice and beautifully sunny out there. It's a little crisp, but you know what? If you're going to do that strut this morning, crisp weather is not so bad. You bundle up, put a hat on and a jacket, you'll be just fine. It's 50 degrees outside. It feels like 50. Winds are out of the northwest, so that cool kind of northerly air conditioning, if you will, is on us at just about 10 miles per hour. Through the rest of our day today, slightly breezy at times, but definitely not as windy as what we dealt with yesterday. Temperatures will make it into the low 60s for very comfortable weather. That's my phone, and I would bet money it's my mom calling me.
Good morning.
All right, nice and sunny conditions out there. And then for tonight, we're looking at clear conditions, temperatures in the low 40s. Winds are out of the west at 5 miles per hour. Our sunset is at 6:35. Now coming up, I'll go ahead and outline our 7-day forecast, which has some days that are close to 80 degrees, but I'll also tell you why I think your phone is a little out of sync with this current forecast.
All right, thank you, Tracy. Well, in the early hours of the morning, the militant group Hamas launched a rocket attacks from Gaza and infiltrated Israel. This is a live look at this Israeli counterstrike across the Gaza skyline here. And these images show the damage to Israel after Hamas launched at least 2,200 rockets into southeastern Israel from Gaza. Right now, the Israeli death toll is 40 and almost 800 have been hurt. That's according to the Israeli Health Ministry. And the Palestinian Health Ministry reports 198 Palestinians and over 1,600 hurt. NBC's Nathan Sanchez reports from Israel with the scene on the ground.
Israelis waking up today to find their worst nightmares had come true in the form of a massive surprise attack by Palestinian militants in Gaza. Gunmen dressed in black, masked, in the streets of Israeli towns and cities, opening fire and, according to Hamas, taking Israelis hostage and bringing them back inside the Gaza Strip. I wanted just to explain to you what we're seeing here. This is normally one of the busiest motorways in southern Israel, but you can see it has been shut to civilian traffic by Israeli security forces here. At this checkpoint, they are searching every car coming from the south, making sure none of those Palestinian gunmen have commandeered stolen Israeli vehicles, because the only thing from an Israeli perspective that could make this situation worse is if these gunmen are able to break out of the Gaza Strip envelope and bring this situation north to Tel Aviv or to Jerusalem. I just spoke to a senior Israeli official who says that this invasion, as he calls it, was carried out by land, by sea, and by air in the form of Palestinian gunmen on paragliders flying from Gaza over the border into Israel, something Israel has never seen before. All morning, we have been hearing the booms of Israeli missile defense trying to shoot down some of these 2,000 plus rockets that have been fired from Gaza over the course of the day. We have watched as Israeli fighter jets have streaked overhead towards Gaza, carrying out airstrikes there. Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu says this is now a nation at war, and that this wave of airstrikes is just the beginning of what will be massive Israeli retaliation. But make no mistake, the state of Israel was caught badly off guard this morning. You have to go back 50 years, almost to the day, to October 1973, the Yom Kippur War, when Israel was surprised by a combined Egyptian-Syrian invasion, to see the last time that Israel was so badly surprised. That was a day that changed Israeli history forever, and this is starting to feel like another one. Back to you.
Reporting all morning, other nations have been responding to the conflict. Most are calling for both sides to cease fire, but Iran praised the Hamas attacks on Israel, and Ukraine expressed support for Israel's, quote, right to defend itself and its people. At this time, the United States of America has not responded. And this is a developing story. We'll update you on air, online at ksdk.com, and on the 5 on Your Side app. It's free on your phone's app store. Well, new at 9, one man is dead and another is recovering after an early morning shooting at a Ferguson Quick Trip. It happened around 1:30 when a man entered the Quick Trip on West Florissant Avenue. Police say he got into a disagreement and left the store. He came back soon after surveillance footage caught him getting into a fight with the security guard. Both men shot at each other and the customer passed away. The security guard went to the hospital for treatment but has been released since. An important update this morning for Metro Transit riders. Some Metro Transit features are down after multiple cyber incidents. Right now, the company cannot contract Metro Call a Ride customers. Let's contact them with reservations for this weekend, schedule any Metro Call a Trip rides, or take credit and debit cards at ticket vending machines. Bi-State Development says the MetroLink and Metro Bus will still run on normal schedules, and they will update customers through news and social media. Well, happening today at noon, the loved ones of Jawan Carter will gather to remember his life and release blue balloons in his honor. Jawan died 1 week ago after suffering a medical emergency while detained at the St. Louis City Justice Center. Jawan is one of 10 people who have died in custody at the CJC in the last 2 years. The city announced a new plan this week to increase medical care at the facility.
But I do want to be really clear. We are making significant progress.
Less than 24 hours ago, UAW President Shawn Fain announced the union will not expand the strike against one of the other big three, General Motors. Fain says GM added electric vehicle jobs to the national UAW contract. That's encouraging news for Wentzville workers who were one of the first 3 plants to go on strike weeks ago. Last night, some members of the Democratic National Committee stopped by the Wentzville picket line to show their support. They headed out there after an address from Vice President Kamala Harris downtown.
We are going to win. And I'm going to also say this. We are going to win because we love our country.
Thank you.
We love our country and we believe in who we are, and our country is worth fighting for, and we know it.
At the Marriott St. Louis Grand, VP Harris shared her confidence in Biden's second term, saying the American people will reward him for capping the cost of insulin and seniors and alleviating student loan debt for many. The next time we will see this many Democrats in the same room will be at the Democratic Convention next summer in Chicago, where they will announce their candidate for the 2024 presidential race. Well, coming up, how you can give a furry friend a forever home. A massive adoption event happening in downtown West. Plus, there's more to this guy than what meets the eye. In My Lou up next, a local comic not letting his disability keep him from sharing laughs.
And temperatures today will make it into the low 60s. I'll go over what else you can expect for the rest of the day today.